Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to Underground, our single player Let's Play series over by our farms. It looks so nice over here. I like it with the with all the crops and the pumpkins. And I really need to finish this roof. How far did I get? I just did that one section. Huh. I have a lot of work here to do. I have a lot of work everywhere to do. But yeah, I was just kind of checking out over here and we have tons of pumpkins. A lot of pumpkins. Double chest and a half. Wow. Very nice indeed. I'm gonna have to make an off switch for this because I don't want this to fill up and overflow. No point in that, and I'm sure these pumpkins will last us for a very long time. But that thing has had a lot of time to run because I have been digging out a whole lot. I don't remember exactly where we ended off last time, but we have over here our tree farm to be, our future place of the tree farm, or sort of underground forest type area. Digging out a huge area here. I don't remember, like I said, where we left off, but this is how far I am. I gotta get rid of this one layer, which isn't gonna be too difficult. It's just a matter of kind of going underneath and taking it off little by little. And then I also which is going to be a little bit harder. I need to take off the ceiling. Let's get up the stairs so we can kind of see. I want everything to be this height, and so we need to dig out all of that, which is a lot. And I hate digging above. Like, it's a lot easier to start from the top and dig down. One problem with that, though, is here. Like, I could start up top there, but it'd be kind of hard to match the shape. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. If I just go like up here on this level, and can we reach that? Maybe not. But if we just go on that level, so there's a 1-block layer, maybe I can reach the ceiling from there. Not entirely sure. We'll have to play around with that. But I know I've talked about this before, and across the way from here, from our base side, I want to do something special. I want to do the subscriber hall of fame or something, which I don't know exactly what we want to do with that, but I figured we should start that today. At least start maybe getting a hallway roughed out. And luckily, I have a single piece of TNT here. Do I have a flame bow? I do have a flame bow. Maybe we'll use the flame bow instead of the redstone torch. Let's place it in there. I don't have very much sand. I've only found 4 pieces. I think we found that several episodes ago. I think we found a sheep too, which I should find that sheep. But this isn't gonna do much, but it'll do something. So that's, you know, that's nice. And explosions! Yay! Yeah, we got the beginning? What do you mean the beginning? What's going on here? Huh. Do we have some help to dig out our tunnel? Yes, it looks like we do. He's down there somewhere. I hope he's shooting at stuff. Man, he's actually farther away than I thought. Dig towards me. Dig towards me. Yes, we're gonna have our first wither fight. And I'm going to use him to kind of dig out some of this tunnel. That'd actually be a pretty interesting thing to look into, like to be able to use the wither to kind of have controlled digging. Because I don't have, like I said, I don't really have any sand or TNT. That was the one piece that I've gotten so far. And I haven't really found any other TNT. And we can't have beacons underground. We can have them in the nether, but there's no haste underground because that would mean I'd have to dig up to the surface, and that goes against the underground rules that I put in place. Maybe we should get ready for this. Start digging down towards him. I'm not sure how much he's really digging out. Be kind of interested to see, although it looks like we got a lot of our redstone back, so that's good. There's coal. Why is there coal? Or not coal, there's Experience? What's the experience from? Well, he's right there. I guess we could just jump in there. It'd be pretty easy to kill him. Come attack me. I want you to dig this way. But yeah, we're in a cave, and I got a pretty good sword. Ouch. We should probably drink the regen potion so we don't get down too far. And I guess we can just go kill him, get it over with. I don't think he's gonna do a lot of stuff here. Hi. Don't go too high, though. I need to hit you. There we go. Yay! And Nether Star? Nether Star? Where art thou, Nether Star? There it is. Haha! So we got our first Nether Star. Don't die, please. I still have regen, right? Yeah, I still have 1:30. How much is a wither? Is our regen keeping up with the wither? I think so. Nah, it's slowly losing out. That's interesting. But I think, yeah, we'll be able to survive it. Awesome. Don't have to use my, I made some splash potions, which means I have to use up bottles, which isn't a big deal since we've made the mob farm. I've got, you know, I'm getting some bottles from that. But they're still kind of a precious commodity. So, yeah, he didn't help out a whole lot, sadly. But this is... We're going to have our tunnel down at bedrock, because I like bedrock. I really wish we still had the bedrock fog. I'm sure I've talked about this quite a bit, but I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a neat little thing. You know, you get down low, and it makes it feel so much darker and scarier when you're down in a cave. And I was kind of hoping, like when I first, you know, thought about this whole thing is, you know, I can build way down low and kind of use the bedrock fog to create different atmospheres. And in fact, I really wanted, one of the things I really wanted for this series was to have this underground forest, but have it like down at bedrock or very close. Basically just put a layer of dirt over the bedrock layer. And you just have this really dark forest. And I think that would have been really cool, but we don't have it anymore, sadly. And I doubt they'll put it in because that's not how Mojang works. Maybe we'll get this kind of cleaned up. And talking about or speaking of how Mojang works, we could talk about what they're working on. They are working on some 1.9 stuff. We've gotten some teasers from Dinnerbone. We know it's going to be the combat update, and we've gotten some features from him. Not a lot to go off of, and I have no idea when they're actually going to release it. It seems like they should be coming out with something soon, but no idea. No inclination as to what they're planning for release of the first snapshot. We will be playing with the snapshots again, because I love testing out the new stuff, even if we have to deal with some bugs. I think those are kind of a fun thing to deal with most of the time. I mean, most of the time they're not too game-breaking. They're just, you know, minor little quirks. So, oh yeah, I gotta remember that this is even, so we need to dig this out evenly. And I will probably go... Actually, maybe we'll have the stairs start back here. What I'm thinking for this doorway, we want kind of a big doorway, kind of round. And I'm thinking we want logs, so it kind of looks like a hole in a tree trunk or something. Have like logs kind of going up and have little roots sort of going down. I think that would look pretty cool. And so maybe we'll start the stairs back here, and maybe we'll go down at like go down 1 block for every 2 blocks. So kind of all over the place, but Minecraft 1.9. It looks like it's gonna be interesting. Got the combat update, and I know some of the first mentions from Dinnerbone about it were about working on the dragon fight, which I think should be pretty interesting. We've already killed the dragon in this world, but I believe they're going to make it so that you can have the dragon fight again. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I know one of the things that they were talking about is, or I guess one of the rumors, I don't know if this was actually mentioned, but in the Xbox version, I think they have the dragon fight is a little bit more interesting, and one of the things that makes it harder is there's iron bars surrounding the recharge, what are they called, the end crystals or whatever they're called, the things that heal the dragon. There is probably going to be some sort of protection around them, like iron bars around them, so they can't just shoot them, which definitely makes the dragon fight a lot easier, because you just have to stand on the ground and shoot them, and then shoot the dragon a bunch of times. Whereas with the cage, you have to actually like climb up there and break the cage to be able to, you know, stop the dragon from regenning. So that'll be kind of interesting. And I know I've heard things. I don't know what's exactly true, but I've heard things about the dragon being able to like shoot fireballs or something along those lines, and it actually like tries to land on you or something. I don't know exactly how it all goes, but I know the dragon fight is going to be more interesting, so that'll be cool. Another thing is they've showed a lot of different like slots, or a few different slots. It looks like there's going to be an arrow, what's that called? I can't believe I forgot. The thing that holds arrows. I should know this. I should know this. It's right there. But the thing that you wear on your back to hold arrows. I can't believe. Quiver, yes. It looks like they're gonna have quivers, and there's gonna be different types of arrows. I don't know exactly what they all are. I think there was some that were like poison and wither and fire or something. I don't know exactly what they all were, but I know there was a bunch of different types, and there was quivers that you could put your arrows into, and then I think there might possibly be some sort of shield. Possibly, I have no idea. That's one of the ideas of rumors. I think originally they showed maybe like a shield slot. Now Dinnerbone has actually been working on something else that sort of goes along with that. He's working on like ambidextrous playing. Instead of just having your right hand to do stuff, players can actually use right and left hand. I don't know if you can actually use like the two things at the same time, but I've seen GIFs of like Dinnerbone holding two maps at the same time, and you can look at both maps, and it looks kind of interesting. And I'm wondering if you've been watching my modded series. There's a mod called Adventure Backpack where one of the features of it is you can put tools in tool slots in your backpack, and if you shift and scroll when you're holding a tool, it's like switches, it cycles through the tools in your backpack. And I'm kind of wondering if that's what they're going to do with that. It kind of looked like whenever he switched it, he like scrolled, or he shifted, because you can like hold a tool and then you can like scroll it or something, and it puts it into your left hand or something like that. I don't even know. I honestly have no idea. We haven't gotten a lot of stuff, and honestly I haven't looked into it a whole lot. I've just kind of seen things here and there. I just want it to be out. It seems kind of interesting. I'm not super excited about the whole combat stuff. I don't know how well it's really gonna play out, but I'm interested to see it. I always like kind of checking out the new features and playing around with them, and it might prove to be something useful. So I'm just kind of waiting. My verdict is out. I don't know if it's gonna be interesting, if it's gonna be good, or if it's just gonna be another kind of lame feature that it isn't gonna work as nicely as it should or could. Man, I need to put like a rail track in here to get to the other side. It's so big. I probably made this too big, but I really wanted to have like just a giant underground area. First of all, just because it's kind of impressive to have a giant underground area. Second of all, because I really want lots of space for trees and such, and to really make a nice forest. But anyways, I've been doing some work here, and we have some sort of facade here. I might change this up a bit, but this is kind of what I wanted to go for, just like a tree type thing, and we're going down into the tree, a little hole in the tree. And I've been working on some stairs here and the flooring, and I really like how this looks with the stairs kind of going up against the bedrock, so that it's kind of like the bedrock is breaking through the floor and putting cracks in it. I think it looks pretty cool. There's a couple of spots where there's, you know, like basically a block space where you can drop down, but not too big of a deal. There's like 4 spots right now, but it's not really a huge deal. Maybe 5 spots. When you're running through here, you barely hit them, so it's all right. But this is kind of, I think this is the size of the place that I want. I want it to be very big and open. I don't want it to just be like a small tunnel. I want it to be a grand hall. So I think this is the dimensions that I decided on. And then I wonder, we'll probably do something there. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna have like sections and then kind of braces, and I'm thinking every 5 blocks. So we'll do something there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Where's my axe? I'll do 5. Well, the 6th block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that goes into the wall. So that's right there. And right there. And right there. And then right here. We'll have to grab these ores too. But yeah, we'll have some sort of like archway kind of going over the ceiling. And I think what I'm gonna do is I want to put every single name of every single subscriber that I have on a sign, which is 1,400, which is kind of crazy. Thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed. Up to 1,400 already, which is just fantastic, especially since I haven't been posting as much as I used to. Videos have been coming out like every couple of days, and most of the time it's either Windcraft or modded. But still got that nice increase in subscribers, which is very awesome. But anyways, my plan is I'm gonna go through the list of subscribers, basically everyone who has it public that they're subscribed to me, and I'm gonna put 4 names to a sign. And I think we're going to have 2 blocks of signs, you know, something on here. And I don't know exactly if I want to maybe raise this up a bit and maybe put the signs right here. Or if we want to have them at like ground level, or maybe we actually want these to be back a block. And I don't know if this is exactly the block choice we're going to use, but most of what I have right now is wood. Kind of working some stuff out with wood. But I have, yeah, maybe something like that. And maybe we could even do slabs here or something. Not entirely sure. And I think we'll probably do stone. I definitely want to work in some stone in here, so it's not just all wood. And we'll have mushrooms. I'll probably put the signs on mushroom blocks. I think that would look pretty good. But anyways, like I was saying, I want to have 2 rows of signs. So each section will have 10 signs. That'll be 40 names. And with the 1,400 I have right now, we're going to need 350 signs. So it's going to be quite a ways. But I want it to be quite a ways too. I want it to be pretty long. I think I figured it out, and it's going to be about 100 blocks to start off with what I have now. And I'm sure by the time we even get to that part, I'll have quite a few more names as well, hopefully. And 100 blocks, I mean, it's not super big, is it? Right now we're at 1144, and this goes up to 1164 or so, so that's 20 blocks. So basically we're a fifth of the way, which I think that would be a decent size to start off with the Grand Hall. And I mean, the whole goal of this is basically just keep going until, if it ever comes to a point where I can't keep up with it. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. So maybe I'll get some arches set up. Maybe we'll get a couple of sections done, and then we'll see how it looks. Well, I think that's enough for today. I got a lot of names put on here. But yeah, this is what I think this is what we're gonna go with. Got this nice arch here with some stone and some fences up there. I don't know, I might try and incorporate some lights into up there. Not exactly sure how I would do it. Like I could do that and hang some glowstone off of there. Oh, that wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that would connect to that block, but it's not. I kind of wanted some hanging lights, and it'd be a lot nicer if this was odd. And it'd also be nicer if that would connect there. But you'd have to put it like over here. Not sure if I really like that. Maybe I'll play around with it. Otherwise, I might just put some lights in the walls, although that means I'd have to break some signs. But yeah, I got a bunch of names put in. Sadly, I went to YouTube and like clicked on like the number. I clicked on a thing that brings me to like a whole list of subscribers, but it only goes back to like 7 months ago. So I think it has. I tried to like do a find in page to like check how many entries there were, and there was at least 800. I just searched for the word month, and so between a month ago and 7 months ago there was like 800 names or something like that. So we're still missing 600 there. Maybe around 500, which kind of stinks, because I mean those would be 500 that subscribed to me more than 7 months ago. So I'll maybe try and figure out how I can get those names, because I don't have them anywhere else really. But if I can't, then I guess they just won't be in here. I don't know. That kind of sucks. But I do have plenty of names here. I can kind of go across here and can take a look. Ooh, fancy. See if your name's on there already. Oh yeah, look at all those names. There's a lot of really long names, and basically if it didn't fit on the sign, it didn't fit. Just kind of cut it off. So I'm sorry to those people, but I think one other thing I want to do is I think up here where I have this block, I want to do something special for people who aren't just subscribed but also comment a lot and say constructive things, like Alex Pope, I think is a good one. He's actually the only one that really comes to mind at the moment. Maybe I know like Smeltscape. He hasn't really commented in a while, but he used to be very helpful, so I think we'll put him up here. And those will just be kind of like spots of honor. And I'll kind of go through the comments. I don't really have a lot written down. Those I'll just have to kind of go through like comments and see who all has commented a lot and said constructive things. I'll have to write their names down and get them on here. And those will just, yeah, we'll have one for each spot. So as we go along, we'll add more and more. It's not really like, yeah, yep, exactly. So yeah, I think that's, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the top yet. I still got to figure that out. I didn't feel like climbing up there and digging, and we still got to do this entrance, but that shouldn't be too difficult. I think I'm going to put like some fences here with something behind the fence. We'll have some sort of block. Probably just do some wood, some logs on the bottom here. Something like this. So something real simple. Just like that. Voila. maybe do the same thing on the top and then have like a dark oak roof. I think would look pretty nice. In here, I don't really want to do all dark oak. We might put some dark oak. Like we could... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to play around with that. I was thinking maybe even put some leaves in here. But that'd be a lot of work, because that means I'd have to not only put the leaves down, but also put something behind the leaves. I think I'm just going to do some sort of mixture between dark oak wood and some stone brick or something. But yeah, something I'll have to play around with. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed another episode of Underground. I'm pretty excited that we finally started this, and I finally got some names down in the hall. This is gonna be a fun project that we'll just keep going on, and it'll be a nice thing for if I ever do a world download. People can kind of come on here and look at all the names and stuff. But yeah, thank you all for watching and subscribing if you have. Remember to leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.